Hey guys, Armedfro here again. Got another battle. This is an ELO's round 2 tournament. Round 1, I got kind of lucky. The guy wasn't able to get his Wi-Fi up. And this is round 2 versus SilverHamu4. I like to call her Blackie. Huge friend from way back in the Zat days. I'm using a Hakisho team, and I don't know what team she's using. I know it's some military-based team, but I'm going to lead off with my Hiei, my Dragonite. He's going to lead off with Engineer. I don't know. Everyone seems to be like a military class, but you know what? Whatever. I'm going to go for the Outrage because only steel type she has on her team is Scizor, and Bandit Outrage is going to do exactly one fuckload to it. And he's going to go Lead Seed just to get whatever she switches into. It's going to get the Lead Seed recovery. And if they can take an Outrage, Scizor is going to take it. Is going to do a little more than half. Really going to like that damage, but you know what? I can't stay in here. I am confused. I got the second turn Outrage, so wasn't able to get more damage on my Dragonite. So he's going to go for the Bullet Punch. I bring in my hello phone, my Yusuke Urameshi, and it's going to take those two Bullet Punches very nicely. Go for that Aura Sphere, and it's going to do a pretty hefty chunk. It's going to be able to kill. I'm not sure how much that crit mattered, but now he's going to send in his Typhlosion. I decided to stay in just to see if it is Scarfed. If it is, I could just send in my right here, my Kuwabara. I love that name for right here because he's a derp. Right here, I'm going to go for the Earthquake. Apart from my Stealth Rocks, because really, only person Stealth Rocks would kill or would hurt is the Typhlosion, and I'm not really worried about the Typhlosion in the long run. And right here, I'm going to be forced to switch, going to my Kurama, my Roserade, and he's going to go for the Stealth Rocks. You know what? I have to go for the Sleep Powder. I do have the Hidden Power Ice, but just in case he decides to switch, I decided this is the best point for me to go for the Sleep Powder. And here, I know he's going to switch into his Typhlosion. So Hidden Power Ice, Energy Ball, or Sludge Bomb. I decided to go for the Sludge Bomb. Just do as much damage to this Typhlosion as I can. And the Sludge Bomb hits. It does a lot. And I get the poison. I'm like, oh my god, that is lucky. I'm sorry, Blackie. I got that hacked right there. And it does matter in the long run. I'm going to switch into my Toguro just to take the Flamethrower, whatever she decides to switch to go for. She goes for the Hidden Power Ice, I'm assuming. And I'm thinking I could go for the Shadow Sneak right here, and it will be able to kill, but he does have that normal type, which she does decide to switch into, which really sucks. I hate this freaking guy so much after this match. I'm going to go for the Will-O-Wisp just to get the residual damage on this guy, just to try to do as much damage as I can. My Togura cannot do anything to this guy now. It does have Earthquake, but it really is not going to do that much. So I decided actually to switch. It does have the Toxic. There's really nothing this guy can do to my Coemna. I can't say it right, but whatever. And he goes for the Wish. You know what? I decide to go for the Body Slam. Just whatever he comes in to Wish Pass, I get to get the Paralysis on it. And he switches into the Engineer, which is already asleep. I'm like, gah. I do have the Ice Punch, though. I do have the Ice Punch, but you know what? Wish Passing a Wish onto my Dragonite is a lot more important than killing this Torterra right now. So right here, I'm going to go for the Wish. And now, this turn, I'm going to switch into my Dragonite. I'm pretty sure he would have gone for Earthquake, but he is asleep. And here, this is going to be the third turn sleep. I think you can have more than 3 turns. I'm pretty sure you can. But I'm going to go for the Outrage and get the crit. And that's going to easily kill the Torterra. I'm not sure how much that mattered in the long run. It would have gone for the Lead Seed and probably switched. But anything that comes in for the Lead Seed is going to get rocked by an Outrage. It goes for Hidden Power Ice, and I'm thinking, that's odd. I don't know why a Kingdra would go for Hidden Power Ice, but then I see it's Zorark. And this Zorark has a Focus Sash, mid-Focus Sash, really. But you know what? I can't stay in here. I am confused. And I don't want to get hit by another Hidden Power Ice. I go into my Toguro just to take whatever he does. I mean, Toguro is pretty much death fodder here. But it does take the Night Days very nicely. Toguro just taking it like a beast. And I'm just going to go for the Shadow Sneak. It only has 1 HP. I mean, unless it has a priority move, and it does. It does have the Sucker Punch, which really sucks. The mixed Zorark, I haven't seen that in a long time. And all I can do here is just switch into my Hiei, which can take another Stealth Rock's hit. And I'm going to go for the Extreme Speed, just to easily KO the Zorark. And all he has left here is, I swear to God, I completely forgot about Kingdra here. So I'm like, Extreme Speeds, and I'm going to sweep the rest of his guys, but I can't. Decide to switch into my Kuwabara, just to hopefully take this guy out. He goes for a Protect, predicting, I don't know what, but I'm going to go for the Earthquake on this freaking little guy. It goes for the Toxic, and it's trying to Toxic stall me. I go for the Stealth Rock just to make Typhlosion completely worthless. It's going to take a lot of Stealth Rock damage and hopefully kill it when it comes in. But right here, I'm just going to go for the Earthquake. I completely forgot. This little guy has regeneration, which is really annoying. But I'm going to go for the Earthquake, and it does a lot of damage. It looks like it's a little more than what half his health, which will be brought back from Wish Passing. And it gets burned from, so its leftovers is completely worthless. So I'm just going to whittle it down more and more and more and more. But sadly, the poison is bringing me down, so it's just going to be a battle. Hopefully, I take him out before poison takes me out. Poison is doubling every turn, which is really scary for my Kuwabara, but I have to stay in, go for the Earthquake, hopefully not let this guy get the upper hand in the wish in the health, because after I kill this guy, it's pretty much game in my favor. But I'm just going to go for the Earthquake, and it brings, after the burn, it brings it so low it's not even funny. But I mean, there's really nothing more I can do. He can switch into his Typhlosion as death fodder, but he goes for the Protect just to get the Wish back up and then decide to switch, which is a really good move on her part. I mean, she obviously is pretty good. I mean, this battle is actually a pretty fun match, but sadly, my Kuwabara is just getting whittled down by poison. It looks like I can only take one more hit from poison, so I'm actually going to go for the Earthquake, whatever it does. She decides to switch into the Typhlosion. It lives with like 2 HP from the Stealth Rocks, but the Earthquake will be able to take him out, and if Earthquake didn't take him out, the poison would have taken him out. So all he has left is the Kingdra and that little normal type blissy person, but I do live with 2 HP. And all he could do, all she could do, whatever, is going to switch into Dragonite, not Dragonite, Kingdra. And if she did go for the Dragon Dance, I would have hit it with the Earthquake and hit it very hard. And so she pretty much had to go for the Waterfall. I switched my Kurama. I'm going to go for the Sleep Powder just to try to make this guy go to sleep. But she actually does a good move, switch into the Medic. It does have regeneration, so it gets a lot of HP. And it really sucks because all I could pretty much do is go for the, what is it called? The Sludge Bomb or Energy Ball. Sludge Bomb does have more power, so I'm going to go for the Sludge Bomb, see how much damage I can do to this guy. And she goes for the Wish, which is really sucks. I really do not want this guy to try to stall out or Wish Pass a Wish to the Kingdra. That would be really bad. So I actually decided to switch on the Protect, go on my Coemna. I can hopefully flinch stall this guy with the burn. It's going to do more and more damage. So here I am just going to go for the Iron Head. The burn will help me on whittling it down a little more and more. I have no attack investment in this guy, just the burn and it's going to go more and more, but she goes for the Flamethrower. I'm like, oh god, you have the Flamethrower. That is a fuckload. But I see the crit. I'm like, okay, she can't stay in here, right? So I'm just going to go for the Body Slam. Hope she switches into the Kingdra and hopefully get the paralysis on it. But she decided to stay in, which is really interesting. She goes for the Flamethrower again. I'm like, I could take this. Last one was a crit. I'm like, oh god. But another crit happens. I'm like, oh my god. You got the hacks back from the Torterra and the poison from the Typhlosion. So right here, you know what? I'm just going to go for the Iron Head just to take this guy out. She can't really switch into the Kingdra because all it would pretty much do is just have the threat of being paralyzed. And so now all she can do is switch into the Kingdra. This is her last Pokemon. And I have 3 Pokemon, I do believe. And I'm just going to go with the Body Slam. It crit did not matter. All I needed to get was the paralysis because after this Outrage was supposed to kill me, it didn't. So I'm just going to do a little more damage to it. It's not going to be that much. But the thing is, all I'm pretty much going to be doing is just staying in, just to die, to go into my Dragonite, and just Extreme Speed or Outrage. It is paralyzed. attack is cut in half. I mean, there's really nothing more I could do. All it is just a losing battle for her. So that's gonna be pretty much a good game. SilverHamu4. I'm just gonna call you Blackie because that's how I know you. So that's gonna be a good game. I'm in round 3 for this tournament. Thanks for watching, guys. Rate, comment, subscribe, and as always, guys, stay classy.